Hi, I'm Jen, Tri-Dot Coach, and today we're talking about the clothing options and some alternatives you might want to consider when you're prepping for a cool weather triathlon. Now, here in North America, we're at the tail end of our triathlon season, and so some of our fall races, you might find that the temperatures, especially on the bike, are a bit on the chilly side. The same is true if you're in early season spring races, where you might come out of the water and it's a bit too cold to be out on the bike in just your skin suit or cycling top. So what I recommend having on hand are some good arm warmers to keep your arms warm, some knee warmers that you can slide on to keep the tops of your legs warm, and a good pair of gloves. Now you'll want to make sure that your gloves give you good grip on your handlebars so that you're not slipping or unstable, especially during trying to brake or shift gears. So you'll definitely want to make sure that these are good quality gloves. And then the other thing that I carry with me are toe warmers that you can slide over your cycling shoes just to keep the wind out of your feet and keep your toes warm. Obviously, all of these things cost a good bit of money if you're going to get good quality gear. So sometimes you either don't want to throw those things away when you're out on course, or you find that the race morning is a lot cooler than you expected and you don't have these items with you. You might be unprepared. I've found myself in that situation once or twice. So there are some easy alternatives that you can almost always find either in the hotel that you're staying at or Airbnb, or at a local Walmart or Target or Dollar Tree. So alternative to a good quality pair of gloves, gardening gloves. Now make sure that they fit well and you can get them on and off easily, especially when your hands are wet coming out of the swim, and also test them before race morning to make sure that you've got enough grip on your handlebars and brakes. But these are affordable. They're sold most of the triathlon season, at least in North America. They're generally easier to find than gloves during odd times of the year. The next alternative, tube socks. Maybe your significant other or somebody that you know is traveling with you has brought a pair of tube socks. These make easy alternatives to arm warmers. You can just cut the toes off and slide them up your arms, and then you're only out however much a pair of tube socks cost when you want to take them off and toss them at an aid station along the bike course as the day warms up. Now in terms of an alternative to toe warmers, shower caps. Now I discovered this in a pinch when my hotel had shower caps and I had forgotten my toe warmies. So I took these and put them around my feet as I slid my feet into my cycling shoes when I was getting on the bike. And these just created enough of a barrier between my feet and the wind and cold that it kept my feet warm through the bike course, and when I was ready to take them off as the day got warmer, I could just slide my feet out, pull these out, and throw them away at the next aid station. Now the last one is a trash bag. This is easily found most Airbnbs or hotels, or you can go to the Dollar Tree and buy a cheap trash bag, cheap box of them. Now this is an alternative to a base layer. An easy way to get around not having a base layer, or especially if it's cold as you're starting the bike but you know that the day is going to warm up quickly, is to wrap the trash bag around your core underneath your skin suit. You can even do this before you put your wetsuit on. Make sure it's nice and tight around your core, up around your chest area. What this is going to do is create a barrier between your skin and the wind. It's going to block that cold wind. It's going to keep your body thermal body temperature close to your skin, and it's just going to keep you warmer. And then as the day warms up, you can pull it out and throw it. Make sure to throw it at an aid station. All of these things you'll want to make sure to discard during an aid station trash zone, because we want to make sure to care for the environment, care for the communities that we're visiting, and not leave litter along 112 miles of their beautiful scenic byways. But all of these are very affordable, usually pretty easy to find alternatives on race morning, so that if you don't want to discard your nice gear, or you've forgotten something and you need to get something, an alternative in the pinch, this is what I've found to be particularly helpful and useful and easy to find almost anywhere there's a race.